Hello everyone, hope you're all doing great. I'm Arslan, this is Trading Robot, and in this video, what are we going to do? We're going to review the trades we've had with the Tesla robot over the past 10 days. We'll see in a 1-hour time frame for Bitcoin how many trades we could have taken in those 10 days, what the results would have been, and we'll look at all the open trades because each of these trades Where should we start? The open trades? No, let's start from the chart. We'll bring up the chart ourselves in this corner. Let's go. Let me first remove the robot. This is the robot. Right now, no robot is active. I've just set the candles, just so you know. According to the tutorials we have for the Tesla robot, which, if you don't know what those tutorials are, you just need to search on Google. What should you search for? Tesla Trading Robot. The first page that comes up is my website. You open it and there are lots of tutorial videos in there. I recorded all the videos myself showing how it works. As I said, to increase your accuracy and reduce market noise, you use Heikin Ashi Candles. The performance gets better. So my suggestion is to use Heikin Ashi Candles. This is how you add the Tesla robot to your chart and it will appear on your screens. For those who don't know, let me mention that it only works on laptops. It doesn't matter. You see the signal here, go to the Iranian exchange and make your trade. Nobitex, Walex, whatever, just do it. Let me show you here. Understand this. You see this on your mobile phone, the exact same signals that are here, you see them there in real time, all time frames. But right now, we want to review the 1-hour time frame of Bitcoin's price over the past 10 days. That means So we want to see what this sell signal and the buy and sell signals we've had have done over the past 10 days. You see? Look, I've already prepared the positions we've taken like this for you so we can add them up together, and we'll also look at the position that's currently open. Right here where I took the sell, let me show you this first. Here on the CoinCatch exchange, you see Bitcoin. I took the sell right here, exactly. Almost 1 Bitcoin, not exactly, but close, 0.997, was entered into the trade. The Bitcoin trade is up $355. Sorry, my hand slipped and it backed out for a moment. Let me refresh, sorry about that. Apologies to you. So there's 1 Bitcoin in my trade, up $300. It's a scalp, so it's very small and all that. But right now the trade is open. I also have an open trade on Solana with the same strategy that I'm explaining. It's up $600 with about 92 to 3,000 units. And I also have a long position open on TON, which finally made a decent move for us after a long time. These are all the open trades, all open trades on another exchange. Right now, I also have an $8,000 trade open on Bitcoin, which I opened a long time ago on a higher time frame. It's currently up $8,000 on the Allbank exchange. I'll also tell you how I opened this one and show you where. On the higher time frame, as you know, I took a long position for steady profit. For these small market moves, on another account, I take the sell and buy positions. I catch both the bigger moves and each of these small ones. Why should anyone miss out on easy money? You just go and collect it. So, how did we open this last trade? We got a sell signal. Let me remove this. We got a sell signal on the close. Where do you set your stop? You set your stop at the previous highs, which means here. A risk to reward ratio of 1.5 is enough. If you want, you can set it to 2. In my opinion, 1.5 is a good risk to reward ratio for, say, daily trades. This becomes our target, and now it's dropping and hitting our target. If it doesn't, no worries. It's just one trade. In the previous signal, we had a buy here, right? Let me reset this for you now, here, to that buy signal. You enter on the candle close and set your stop at the gray line. If the gray line is very close to the candle, you set it at the previous high or low. So, for example, you set it here. But in this case, the gray line is quite far away, right? So you set it on the gray line, you set your risk to reward at 1.5. Here the risk to reward value is written. As you can see, it nicely hit the target and moved on. Let's sum it up. Now let me explain to you what 1.82% means. 1.82% profit. How much leverage do you use? That depends on your risk management, your own capital, and all the things I've explained before in previous videos. 20, for example, 36. Right now, I think my own leverage here is 25, or maybe 20. Yeah, I'm using 20 leverage. On KuCoin, I'm currently using 20 times leverage, so what I'm doing and telling you right now isn't nonsense. I'm not giving you random advice. Now, it's become 36.2. Let's also account for fees and a little bonus. Guys, here we write 36. With your permission, 36 plus. How do you write that in Farsi? Good. It says TradingView supports Farsi fonts, apparently. Let's make these green. Or maybe it's better if we make them yellow. Here, it gave a sell signal. We entered at the candle close. I set the stop loss above the highs because it's right up against the gray line. Can you see it? Or should I zoom in? I'll zoom in. We entered here at the candle close. The gray line wasn't like before, where there was some distance. The gray line is right up against it. You set it at the previous highs, meaning around here. Then you pull the risk-reward ratio until it reaches 1.5. Let me draw it for you. Here you go. You click on this, the risk management tool in TradingView, which you can find on the side here. I've pinned it so it appears here. Long position, short position. You select this and set it at the previous highs, meaning here. What's your risk-reward ratio? 1.5. If it reaches 1.5, well, my hand isn't a ruler, so forgive me if it's not exact. How much is it now? 1.7, 2.7. That's your profit for the year, right? Exactly right. That is a solid 1.77% profit. Now, if you happen to have 20 trades lined up, how much does that actually become in the end? Well done indeed. And that little bit of extra gain is just the icing on the cake, guys. 35. Where exactly do you go up to from there? The previous signal we had gave us a clear buy, which honestly makes you feel a bit embarrassed about the whole situation. And I took this buy on the 4-hour time frame as well, and it turned out to be the same trade I showed you. On LBank 2, it's now $8,000 in profit, okay? Let me refresh this on the LBank exchange. Now, the trade is also on our mobile exchanges and so on. They show you that too. I even pass prop firm challenges with these, and I'll tell you about that as well. I mean, you can even pass prop firm challenges with this. But yeah, it's 8,200 in profit now, exactly here. Tesla's robot, the market's outlook, and the Charo 5 team had a lot of adjustments for it. That's why we entered in bulk, and we're still holding it, okay? 5.9035. Here, I'll speed things up a bit for you so we can move forward faster. You have to give the signal, enter at the candle close, set your stop at the previous low, enter your risk per trade, 1.5. How much profit did it give, Hamed? It gave 1.5% profit, 1.5 times. Down it goes, 20%, now 30%. Give me one of these right now. Bring it over here. We are looking at 30%. It really comes down to your personality and your level of drunkenness. 30% again. Right here we clearly had a sell signal. So, we entered the position. We placed our high stops just above the level. Then, we carefully set the risk per trade. The target was hit. How much total profit did it actually give us? It gave us 1.9%. That specific 0.9% is what matters most. We're just giving the kids a treat, not a godly treat. For a treat, that's a lot, because if you multiply it by 20, let's put the end of it, we'll give the kids a treat of 21.8. We'll give the 0.8 to the kids as a treat, but let's keep the 21 for ourselves. What do you think? 21%. I'll show you these right now in my prop history. I passed the prop with this very prop, so what I'm telling you isn't made up. The difference is I'm trading live. What I mean is, it's doable. Don't be afraid, the process is correct. Look, since we've been talking, this trade has already gone up by $50. Here, you have to wait for the candle to close before you enter. The stop loss is at the previous low. You see where the previous low was? That's where your stop loss goes. Set your risk to reward at 1.5. Why didn't I set it at this gray area? Because it's too close to the candle, it wouldn't make sense. I'll explain this more in detail in the product page videos. Now this next one is actually a bit tricky. It is exactly 8.29%. If you take that number and multiply it by 20, it becomes, 8.29% times 20. And that is quite a lot. That is the absolute sweet spot, guys. This trade turned out absolutely great. Right here, as you can see, we had a clear sell signal. You entered the trade at the candle close, carefully placed your stop loss order at the previous high, and your final risk to reward ratio is 1.5. It keeps going, keeps going, keeps going, and here you hit your stop loss. Don't sweat it. It's just a tiny loss, just a hair. Is it supposed to be 100%, or are you expecting not to take any losses? If you don't want to take any stops, if you want to be 100%, just close your YouTube right now. If you don't want to close YouTube, at least leave our channel and go do something else. There's no nonsense here about always being right or never taking a loss or any of that stuff. You make profits, you take losses too. If you can't handle that, just leave now. Let's add it up and see how much it is. 95% of the time, the stop loss was hit. Let's multiply that by 20. 95 times 20 is 19. We're not even taking out the kid's treat from that. Do you want to add the kid's treat to it? Should I make it 20 for you? Fine, I will. Let's put minus 20 and let's even give it a different color. Minus 20, that's correct. Now let's add this up together. In the end, if you can't handle this minus 20, then you don't deserve the plus 20, plus 17, plus 30, plus 35, plus 36, and all the profit you're up to your elbows in right now. Bro, this isn't some financial playhouse or child's game where it's always positive, always profit. Seriously, if you can't handle this, just close YouTube right now and go scroll through nonsense on Instagram. Moving on, here we had another trade signal. We set it at the previous low, reset to the 1.5 wall. Why? What happened? The stop got hit, one target got hit. Let's draw it out and see what happened. It came and hit the target, got close to the stop, but didn't hit our stop because we know how to place the stop in a good spot. Let me zoom in for you, so you'll be amazed. Look here, well done. We put the stop here at the previous low. It didn't come to hit it. You see, it came and hit our take profit. It just took a little while. I think I kept this trade open for 6 days, maybe 5 days. I keep it open for 5 days, 8,000 isn't little, is it? No. Right now your account is small, that's okay, it'll grow over time. If you want, you can get a prop account, I'll tell you about that too. But if you have a big account, if you have money, you can also take big positions with small ones. Anyway, I don't recommend that at first. Start with $100 or $200 and gradually grow it. So let's look at how much profit we actually made on this trade. It was 1.87% profit. Now we take that 1.87 and multiply it by 20. Why are we multiplying by 20? Because my leverage for this position was set at 20. That makes it 37 and a bit in total. Well done. That is your treat for today, guys. A solid 37. We had a signal here and we said that in 10 days it would reach this level. And now, 10 days later, here it is. If you want, you can check the previous records as well. It is the same story with the signals before too. It doesn't make a difference anymore. You're getting bored. We've been talking for 13 minutes and I'm getting tired too. Come here. Let me show you this as well. Watch carefully, then you can go. Look, my brother, here it gave you a sell signal. You enter on the candle close. Come here. The sell signal appeared. And once it closed, that's it. The next candle started. You enter on the candle close, meaning wherever it was, you hit sell. Where do you set your stop? Either at the previous high or here. You would certainly be willing to do it. We often hear that it can actually happen. A woman stays with herself and someone else said their work and it can be done. This is not merely a simple conversation anymore, so please don't go back and open it up again. Just listen. You already know that you can do this with what you said, and they understand that we are completely satisfied. Naturally, we are actively seeking out more detailed information from these writers, and in that regard, we won't say anything more about it at this time. How much is the total amount for this? It's exactly $29. I honestly want to know who gives the kids so many sweets in just 10 days. Let's just casually get together right now and see my actual mathematical result, rather than just sitting here and talking about it. Okay, I'll start from this very last trade we made, and then I'll add up all the positives and the negatives together to see where we stand. Let's go. Has it accumulated 29 so far? 29, yes, come on, let's see it happen. Oh, I am so sorry. This window just popped up right over our picture and blocked the view. Let me move it. Here. Can you see the screen clearly now? The first value is 29. Yes, that is correct. The next one is 37. Yes. Then we have this negative value, which is minus 20. Yes, that is right. Following that is 17. Yes. Then we see 21. Yes. Moving down the list to 30. Yes. Then we have 35. Yes. After that is 36. Yes. And everything looks good now. Yes. Nothing. Forget it. It became 185% profit in these 10 days. This trade that we have open right now, how much profit is it in? Can you guess? Now, on my account, $300, it's 7%, 8% in profit with another 20 leverage. This one is also 8% in profit. So that makes it 193%, but forget it. Forget about the 185 too. 180 is good. Let's take the middle ground. That's fair. 180% from 9 trades, 8 of them were profitable. One of them is still open. No, sorry, 7 were profitable, 1 is still open, and 1 hit the stop. That's how it is. Now this one too, if it hits the target, great. If not, it's just a speculative trade. The point is, just so you get a sense of how big this number is, let's say you had an account. How much should I say? $500. If you had a $500 account and multiplied it by, you are making it $500. If you took the percentage, it would be 925. That means on $500, you would make $925 profit plus the original $500 you had. So after 10 days, your $500 would become $1,425 if you started with $500. Now, if you have a bigger account, like for example, this account of mine right now, this account is close to $40,000. This account is also close to $40,000. This one is even more. The last trade I made, the balance is close to $50,000 here. Now this account is over $100,000, but I moved the rest to coin futures. Now for example, if you put $100,000 here, which is about $108,000, just to make sense of the ratio, if you have $100,000 compared to $108,000, you could make 8 billion tomans profit on it. That means you could make 16 billion tomans in total. Yeah, it's doable. You can see that it's doable. If you don't want to believe it, then don't. If you think it's not possible, then don't do it. But if you don't have money, if you don't have initial capital, you can also get a prop account. Let me show you this. This prop is for crypto. It provides service to Iranians and it only works with crypto. It's a clean platform. I passed 3 of them with the same strategies I told you about. I passed one $5,000 account, one $10,000 account. When you look at the breakdown of these figures, you will see that 80% of the total is allocated specifically for the 3rd month of the cycle, but it is important to remember that at the very beginning of this process, the initial rate is set at 60%. Given these specific percentage shifts and the way the numbers evolve over this period of time, what is your specific approach to managing these assets? And how do you actually execute your trades in this type of market environment? There's a trading platform, it's an exchange. You go there and place your trades with USDT and so on. This is my list of trades. Let me show you. Trade history. This is the list of trades. You see? Let me bring up the second page for you. Profit, profit, profit. There are no losses. Why? Come on, there are losses too. I swear there are losses. Now let me find a loss for you. Look, on the first page, we had a loss. Here, there's one. Lost $1. But there are losses too, don't worry. Profit and loss. If you want, you can get this. How much is it? How can you buy it? Instead of going and trading with $100, you can come here. I'll put the link in the caption of this video. CFUNDED. I'll give you a link so you can find it right there, because there are a lot of fakes out there. Don't just go and do it yourself, they'll take your money. Use the link I provide so at least they won't steal your money. $79. You pay $79 and they give you $5,000. You pass their challenge, meaning they make sure you're a decent trader, and then they give you real money. $10,000 costs $199, $25,000 is $249, $50,000 is $599, $50,000 is 5 billion tomans. That's a lot of money. You can buy all of these. I've bought from them so many times, but because they even gave me a discount code. If you want, you can use it. When you come here to make a purchase, you see the price is $729. You enter Arsalan5, click apply, and it gives you a 5% discount. That's about $395 to $4 off, which is around 48 to 320,000 tomans. Our treat to you. If you want, use it. If you don't, that's fine too. 320,000 tomans is your discount. We click. There's no trickery involved. Their platform, its order book is actually Binance's order book. You know what I mean? The orders it shows and the trades are from Binance. There's nothing else to it. They even have Persian support. If you come here to the help center, look down here, my dear. Do you see this blue part? Move your mouse over it to make it bigger. Look here, look here. If you click on this, you can chat with them. It takes you to their Persian Telegram. Say hello to them and they'll reply with hello. If you write in English, they'll respond in English too. You can also submit a ticket to them, but right now Telegram is easier. If you have any financial questions, ask them there. I'll put the link for you. If you want, go ahead and register, enjoy it, and pray for us too. If you have money, manage it yourself. What do? I manage my own money too. So instead of making a profit on $200,000, you can make it on $2 million. So much the better. That's all about this topic. Thanks for your time. If you want to have a community for this robot, I'll also put its link down below. If you search for the Tesla robot on Google, just type Tesla trading robot and it'll come up for you. The 1-month subscription is $3 million. You can get the 3-month one for $8 million, the 6-month one for $14, and the annual. It comes to $3 million, which is how much? $3.40. But you can, because there are taxes, VAT, and so on, it might end up costing you $3.60 or so. You can buy it with Tether. If you scroll down the page, you can buy it with Tether. When you select Buy with Tether, you get exactly the same product with the same features, but you pay with Tether, so you don't need to pay taxes and all that. If you want to pay taxes, you can, it's up to you. You just select it, fill in your name, fill in your number, read the terms and conditions, and it says to send to this wallet address. 1 month is 37 Tether, 3 months is 99 Tether, and a year is 200 Tether. That's how you make the payment. Once the payment is done, there's a transaction hash. If you know how, you enter it. If not, it's not a big deal, you can skip it. Then you come here, enter your TradingView ID, enter your transaction number, and submit it. If you get stuck on any of these steps, you just go to support, send a message to support, and say, I made the payment. They'll guide you through everything, and it will be activated for you. It will show up on your chart, just like you see here, both on your phone and on your laptop, Android or iOS. It doesn't matter. You'll see it and use it. Don't get carried away. Don't start trading with real money right away. Go to demo trading, do some back testing, start with a small amount of money, and get comfortable. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Goodbye.